role of the government is to protect its citizens. And to me, that comes in two forms in this conversation. One, making sure that we're not, again, paying so much that we can't do anything else with our lives, right? Or two, making sure that, again, that as a society, we have access to the best resources possible so that we can better ourselves.
I think about graduation not as the end goal, but kind of a stepping stone, and I feel like that's kind of how we're thinking right now.
I feel a lot of the problems that I've seen in all of the articles that I've researched is the gap that is apparent in low-income areas as well as high-income areas. That in high-achieving universities, you have those that are from a high-achieving area because they have the money to afford it, whereas in the low-income areas, you have the gap that as soon as they hit the university, they realize that their education previously did not set them up for college as well.
Sort of a regressive tax system on those lower socioeconomic classes as a result of the fact that they didn't have the primary education that they needed to succeed at upper division coursework.
We spent $2 trillion or $200 billion a year on the Iraq War. That money could have paid everybody's state tuition for the current amount of people attending university for around 30 years.
Yeah, we can't just throw money at the problem. So by making tuition free for all, we induce a few harms.
There are many benefits that come with the college education besides just having degrees. It's more than just a piece of paper. An estimated 63% of American jobs will require some sort of post-secondary education or training by 2018. So we are getting to a point where a college degree is no longer a luxury. It's no.
The way that we are framing it is that the university is doing everything within its legal protection to protect students, within its legal ability to protect students on campus, regardless of what their citizenship status
The
is.
question is, what are these universities doing more of?
Taking away rights that are very, extremely unjust. So why shouldn't a university stand for these things?
Why we have it under this legal framework is because we cannot work outside the legal framework as an institution that is funded publicly.
Impose limitations on affirmative actions and quotas to ensure that providing greater opportunities for minorities does not come at the expense of the majority.
These 200 years of oppression have forced these populations to be starting from a completely different place, and so it's not, these quotas that we're putting in place are not racist. They're helping these oppressed populations come back to equality. So unusual characteristics, what do you mean?
So cases of hardship, okay. Cases of, let's say, the ability to achieve under disadvantaged circumstances, things that would lend credibility to merit, yes. Not so much admitting anyone in on, again, skin color and ethnicity.
When you have a diverse population in a classroom, you are more likely to learn and hear from other people's perspectives, hear from their point of view.
No, that's not it.
And that is what ultimately is going to create change. When we're starting, it's extraordinarily important that college is the place where we are being set up for the rest of our lives and our careers and our families to be a human being, and being exposed to absolutely every type of diversity is crucial to that. I agree with you, but we can't be inclusive of other people if they're not in the room, if they're not present.
It shouldn't be based on skin color, it shouldn't be based on race, but rather unusual characteristics or hardships or disadvantages and achievements through meritocracy that we provide for an environment such as this, that we have multiple perspectives in.
For me, education is more than just getting a job at the end of the day. I want to become a more well-rounded person, understand the world around me, and be able to problem solve in unique ways beyond just doing the step-by-step process that a typical vocational thing would require of me. And I've, I think, done a pretty good job for myself choosing interdisciplinary kind of fields, but that's not everyone's option, and a lot of times people don't even know that they have options to do interdisciplinary research, and they think that the step-by-step, do what the CLAS advisor tells me to do, is the only way. And I think that that's really where our university fails in particular.
We need those general classes in order to really give you a solid foundation to build your career off of.
Right. I feel like the fundamental problem that I see with I think maybe creating a structured interdisciplinary curriculum is the lack of space for a person to sort of invest in their own projects outside of the university. It's okay, just let me finish. And for my personal curriculum, I have 120 credit hours that's on my schedule for like what I need to take, but more realistically, I need to take, it's about 150 credit hours. And so I feel that during my college career, am basically waiting to do what I really want to do until I graduate. And what I feel like a way to bridge that gap is to develop, I think, the interdisciplinary studies, but I think to be conscious of allowing students to have time to have a life and to breathe.